proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On third down, Brissett. And Gibbs got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett, man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Brissett again has it complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On first down, it's Mack, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On second down, here's a run with Mack, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
First down, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got it.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Slam, slam, slam.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From just shy of midfield, Allen, blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Yeah.
A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mack. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right there by the microwave.
57 the mic.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
throwing. Brissett. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Let's go, boys.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This is Grant, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
58. 58, come on. You got double. He's coming. He's coming.
On second down, here's Fournette. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Fournette, a first down carry. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Hey.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Well, yeah. You don't like Cowboys? Don't you live in Dallas?
Pick up there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
But I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On third down, Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, Brissett. This is caught by Gill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. On play action, Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Fournette fighting through. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 31 yards there and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle. Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. This is Fournette. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Fournette. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
This one I'm actually in an action, man. I think when I started with the team, I had a young team. 58, boys, 58, 58. I don't know if I was going to be that good for
Allen off the play fake. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Jarvis Landry. Incomplete. Devin McCourty there defensively.
I got so many crazy rules. You got to pause and take an action on it. No, I mean, if no. I don't have to pause.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
I'm doing here near basically.
Hey, tight. Rush in.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
No, man, I'm in the league. I'm in the league, man. Some of them are games here 24 hours, man, so I'm just trying to get it out the way. They hit me up and said most of them had played their game, so I don't want to be waiting on me. When the time to advance. On the coin flip. I'd rather
y'all play for money? You got money at the end of the season?
Some of them do. Some of them do. I just tell them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
What you talking about?
They ain't seen him.
You know them fans ain't just a straight field.
Look at him.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, Alpha. Please do me both.
Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Okay. Yeah.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
They found me at
55. We go.
They'll run it. It's Mack. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. 15 on it. Watch the out. Motion.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st down, Vikings.
Set,
1st and 10, Brissett. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now a run with Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Brissett now. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run here with Mack. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
55, 55. Check 31, check 31. Go get him, go get him.
Here's Brissett. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Brissett. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for them coming via the field goal, and this last one puts them out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Crunch time, defense. Bang, 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 bang.
They go back to Grant. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On 3rd down, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Austin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 34-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Right here, right here. 55, mark, 55. That's not new. Mark 55.
We're set on 1st down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. We're set now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
To throw is Brissett. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Brissett. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Landry the intended target, and it's third down.
319.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Fournette. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Allen now on the sneak. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
He's checking. Crash. Check. Quickstone, grab it. Shit. Alert. Shit.
On 2nd down, it's Grant, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Corey Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Tough game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down, Minnesota.
Ready. 70 ending. Check 55, Mike. Check.
On 1st down, it's Mack. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Okay, he's going back to that. Let's stay here.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 55. Watch the run.
Now Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He finds Austin complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Brissett.
Yes.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
They just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number.
I got 41 seconds. This will keep saying battery low. Hell, I didn't ask you about all that.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Brissett on fourth down.
Good
and
shit.
That is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So second and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now they'll run it with Scarborough, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Give it to him. It's a run. We're going to use that timeout.
On third down, Grant. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Corey Grant with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Huh? Yeah.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Victory.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they